In Burbank, California, and this is what it sounded like.
Once again, that is JungKook on iHeartRadio Live. I'm your host, JoJo Wright. His first solo album, Golden, is out now. Hashtag iHeartJungKook. We were talking behind the scenes here. That song just hits me, man. The album, of course, is named after the Golden Maknae, or Golden Youngest in Korean. Can you explain what the title means?
근데 저한테 좀 황금에 관련된 것들이 좀 많기는 한데 이번 앨범은 좀 황금 같은 좀 시기나 아니면 좀 가장 중요한 순간인 것 같아서 골든으로 아마 한 것 같아요. 네. 얘기를 되게 딥하게 많이 했고 해서랑 아무튼 그렇게 정하게 됐습니다.
So I have a lot of events that are related to Golden, and this album embodies all the golden moments and all those important moments that I've had. That's why I decided to name this Golden.
Would you say you are, this is a cheesy question, would you say you are the golden boy of BTS?
All 7 of us are. Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Just had to throw that in there.
At our iHeartRadio theater, we taped this just before his album came out. He flew to LA to see us, then he flew out right after. Much appreciation for that. But these are a few clips from that session. Take a listen.
Hey, you're no stranger to solo projects. Of course, this album follows a string of previous solo singles, including 7, and 3D. What are, after working with BTS together for so long, and you guys are still together, obviously, what are the pros and cons of working as a solo artist versus working with the group?
일단 장점은 혼자서 이제 7명이 하던 거를 이제 혼자서 하다 보니까 굉장히 좀 빠른 시간 내에 많은 걸 느끼거나 성장을 할 수 있는 게 큰 장점이라고 생각하고 부정적인 거는 뭐 부정적이다기보단 혼자 있으니까 좀 멤버들이 많이 보고 싶다 보고 싶어지는 것 같습니다.
I guess the pros would be that since I'm doing this alone instead of doing with all 7 members, I'm able to learn and grow very quickly. But I guess the negative side, I don't know if it's so much of a negative side, but I really miss my members because I'm alone all the lot.
More with JungKook coming up on with the Countdown Radio Theater in Burbank. Take a listen.
You've done past collabs with Lauv and Charlie Puth, so I'm curious, how did the 7 get together with Lotto happen? What connected you guys?
세븐에 뭔가 래퍼가 있었으면 좋겠다라고 일단 먼저 생각을 했고 이제 프로듀서 진이랑 이제 미스터 뱅이랑 같이 이렇게 찾아보다가 목소리가 되게 좋아서 이렇게 봤는데 잘 어울릴 것 같아서 이렇게 같이 협업하게 됐습니다.
So I thought it would be nice to have a rapper for the song 7, and the producer team and Chairman Bang were looking for the right person, and I liked her voice and I thought she would fit perfectly with the song.
Did you have a gut feeling that 7 was going to be so huge in the US and around the world, or did it somewhat surprise you?
일단 앤드류 와트나 이런 좀 유명한 프로듀서랑 같이 하는 거니까 기대를 일단 안 할 수 없었고 그리고 곡을 들었을 때 이거는 되겠다라는 생각을 하기는 했습니다. 자신이 있었고 또 제 생각보다 더 많은 사랑을 받은 것 같다는 또 생각을 해서 감사하다고 전해드리고 싶습니다.
While working with top-notch producers like Andrew Watt, I did have some high hopes for it, and when I also heard the song, I liked it, so I was confident that it was going to do well, but I received more love than I expected, so I'm very grateful for that.
Our iHeartRadio Theater in Burbank, and of course his album, it's out, Golden. If you haven't checked it out by now, it is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, here is more with JungKook.
I've chatted with Lotto a couple of times. She is hilarious. What's it like working with Lotto?
일단 흔쾌히 이제 승낙을 해줘서 너무 좋았고 확실히 그 본인이 목소리가 좋은지 않은 그런 멋있는 래퍼라고 생각을 합니다. 그리고 최근에 글로벌 시티즌에서 같이 했는데 되게 재밌었습니다.
First of all, I was very glad that she gladly accepted the offer, and I think she knows that her voice is great. So she's a cool rapper, and recently I enjoyed being on stage with her at the Global Citizen Festival.
More with JungKook coming up. Back to the countdown. Let's go. This is song number 14.
Usher.
We recorded this session just a bit before his album came out at our iHeartRadio Theater in Burbank, California. Such a good dude. Really good to see him. It's my first conversation with him as a solo artist. So needless to say, it was exciting for me as well. More with JungKook. Here we go.
You also got together, obviously, with Jack Harlow on another track, 3D, which my question is, it's been in my head forever, over and over and over. Do you know how addicting your song 3D is?
I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. 그래도 이제 곡을 들었을 때 다음 싱글로 뭔가 어울리는 곡을 선택을 했었어야 했는데 3D는 확실히 그 귀를 잡는 게 있어서 사로잡는 게 있어서 선택을 한 것 같아요. 제가.
So I thought the next single after 7 should be something that, goes on the same line with this. And I thought 3D's melody was very catchy. That's why I chose this song.
All right, top 13 songs coming up next, plus more with JungKook. Do not move. This is with JungKook at our iHeartRadio Theater. And I had another question about him working with Jack Harlow. So here's the follow-up to the previous question. More with JungKook. Here we go.
True or false, you beat Jack in chess. The chessboard was a video shoot prop, I believe. You beat him in chess, but he beat you one-on-one in basketball. Is that true?
일단 체스는 true고 농구는 안 해봤지만 he was really tall. So 이기지 못할 것 같아요. 예.
True for beating Jack in chess, but we didn't actually play basketball. But if we did, he's very tall, so I'd assume he would have won.
We taped this just before the album Golden came out. And once again, if you haven't listened to the album Golden from top to bottom, you are missing out. One of the best albums of the year, hands down. Just thought I would throw that in there. More with JungKook. Check this.
This album is so good. Let's talk about some of the individual tracks on Golden. First of all, Standing Next to You is giving me Michael Jackson vibes. I mean, something about it. What was your inspiration for this track?
사운드적으로 영감을 받았다기보다 이제 앨범 타이틀이니만큼 조금 곡 자체가 되게 웅장했으면 좋겠다는 생각을 가장 먼저 한 것 같아요. 그래서 이 곡을 선택하게 되었고 또 좀 이제 마이클 잭슨의 느낌이 난다고 해주는 거는 저는 되게 좋다고 생각이 드는 것 같아요. 어쨌든 저도 그 퍼포먼스나 노래를 되게 좋아했기도 했고 또 존경했기도 했기 때문에 아무튼 그렇게 생각해 주셔서 감사드리고 아무튼 웅장한 거 그걸 제일 먼저 생각했던 것 같아요.
I guess I really wanted the song to be powerful, which is why I chose this song. And since you mentioned that you get a Michael Jackson vibe from this song, I like that comment. I like his performance and his songs, and I look up to him, so thank you. And again, I wanted this song to have a powerful impact.
All right, and let's move on to another track. The backstory, if you care to share it, for Shot Glass of Tears. Where does that song come from?
제 앨범에 있는 곡들 중 가장 첫 번째로 녹음했던 수록곡이라 되게 어려웠어요. 어렵고 이게 녹음을 하면 할수록 발음이 좋아져서 근데 그게 첫 번째여가지고 발음이 되게 일단 어려웠고 근데 결과적으로는 잘 나온 것 같아서 참 다행이라고 생각합니다.
Shot Glass of Tear was the first song from the album that I recorded, and when I first recorded it, it was a little bit difficult, especially the pronunciation, but I got better at it as I went along. But I'm happy with how it turned out at the end.
Same question for Hate You, the backstory on Hate You.
솔직히 처음에 곡을 받았을 때는 막 그렇게 끌리는 게 없었었는데 이게 몇 번 계속 듣다 보니까 되게 좋은 곡이더라고요. 그래서 아마 제 앨범에서 제가 좋아하는 곡 중, 그 수록곡 중에 한 3손가락 안에 드는 그런 곡이 됐습니다. 그리고 이렇게 좀 슬프고 좀 절절한 곡이 앨범에 하나는 있어야 된다고 생각을 해서 선택하게 됐습니다.
At first, it didn't really click with me, but the more I listened to it, the more I fell in love with this song. And it eventually became one of the top 3 songs within this album. And I decided to include this song because this album should include a sad story of love as well.
All right, let's at our iHeartRadio Theater. We taped this just before his album Golden came out, and if you haven't checked out Golden by now, it is absolutely phenomenal. Make it a priority. That's all I'm going to say because I'll talk forever on it. It's so good. All right, more with JungKook.
What song, talking about the album, what song almost didn't make the album for whatever reason? I talked to a lot of artists, and for some reason, those songs that almost didn't make it a lot of times become huge. So what song almost did not make Golden?
뭐 단체 활동할 때는 그런 곡이 있었던 것 같기는 한데 솔로 앨범 준비할 때는 그냥 처음부터 그냥 제가 좋은 곡을 선택을 했기 때문에 그런 거 없었고, 근데 이제 제가 그 막 작업하면서 팬들한테 가끔씩 이렇게 들려줬던 곡이나 그런 곡들은 있기는 해요. 그래서 팬들이 되게 이거 냈으면 좋겠다 막 이런 식으로 얘기를 많이 하는 편인 것 같습니다.
I guess we had some of those songs that didn't make it to the album when I was working with the members, but I don't think I have anything when I was working on it as solo artists, because I chose all the songs from the beginning to the end. However, there are some songs that I had my fans listen to and they have asked me to make that into the album.
Cook at our iHeartRadio theater. Take a listen.
Hey, what were your family, your friends, the other BTS members, what was their reaction to Golden? I assume you played it for them, quite early.
일단 가족들한테는 아직 안 들려드렸고요. 그 이제 친구들 아니면 이제 멤버들한테 들려줬을 때 반응은 이게 제가 앞에 있어서 그런 건지 모르겠지만 일단 웬만해서는 다 좋은 반응이었고 되게 좋아했던 것 같아요. 예. 야, 너가 그래도 잘하긴 한다 약간 이런 느낌이긴 한 것 같아요.
So I didn't get a chance to show it to my family, but I did have my friends and the members listen to it. And I think most of them reacted well with it. I'm not sure if it was because I was in front of them, but all of them really liked it and they said, "You're very good."
Live session with JungKook from our iHeartRadio theater in Burbank.
What do you want your fans, ARMY, to take away from Golden?
일단은 뭔가 알게끔 하고 싶은 거는 그래도 좀 제가, 그러니까 저란 가수를 좋아하는 그 마음이 되게 떳떳하고 자랑스럽다고 느껴졌으면 좋겠고, 그리고 음악적으로는 이렇게 좀 다양한 곡을 소화를 할 수 있고 되게 포텐셜이 있는 가수구나라고 좀 객관적으로 그렇게 냉정하게 생각했을 때 그런 식으로 생각이 들면 좋겠어요.
So first of all, I want them to feel proud of being a fan of mine, and I want them to see me as an artist very objectively, that I'm an artist that is capable of doing a variety of songs as an artist.
JungKook at our iHeartRadio theater in Burbank, California. Here's another clip of what happened.
This is iHeartRadio Live. I'm JoJo Wright. We're talking with JungKook about his first new solo album, Golden, which is available right now, and I advise you to get your hands on a copy. Don't forget #iHeartJungKook. All right, is it true when you write songs, you don't actually write them down or save them anywhere? You just, when it hits you, you just start working on them right away. Is that kind of how it works?
네, true. 생각보다 많이 즉흥적인 사람이라 그 저장해 놓는 게 크게 약간 의미가 없다고 생각은 하는데, 근데 또 요즘엔 또 필요성을 느끼고 있는 것 같긴 해요. 좀 차곡차곡 모아두는 게 좋을 것 같아요.
Yes, that is true. I'm a person that really works on whim, so I don't really save anything. But I think it would be nice to save things up from now on.
Look back at our live session we had with JungKook from our iHeartRadio theater. Such a good guy. I've spoken with him before when he was with the group, but this is my first time to chat with him as a solo artist. Had a great time with him on stage. Also had a great chat backstage, off camera and everything. Couldn't have been better. But yeah, here we go. More with JungKook.
When fans meet you, what do they usually say? Like, what do people usually ask you about?
제가 인터넷 라이브를 방송을 할 때 약간 친구처럼 이렇게 대해달라고 하니까 이제 요즘에 몇몇 분들이 보니까 이제 친구처럼 Yo, what's up? 이런 그런 식으로 많이 하는 것 같아요.
So when I do my live stream on the internet, I've told my fans to treat me like their friends and their fellow. So when I meet them, they will come up to me and say, "Yo, what's up?"
Do you have speaking of fans, BTS Army, do you have a message you'd like to pass along to your fans?
일단은 이렇게 꾸준한 사랑 보내주셔서 너무 감사드리고, 이제 여러분들 사랑 덕분에 제가 이 자리에 설 수 있는 거라고 생각을 하고, 또 받은 만큼 꾸준히 끊임없이 계속 보답하는 멋있는 모습을 보여줄 수 있는 그런 가수가 되겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Well, I thank you for the persistent love that you have shown me, and I am here today thanks to your love, and I hope to repay all the love that you show me one day.
This question, I pretty much knew the answer to it before I asked it, and keep in mind, at the time, I had no idea when the final 4 members of BTS would be actively enlisted in the military. I knew it'd be soon, but of course, it's happening now as we speak. But I was curious if he would do like a show or two here and there other than the promo hits. Clearly, he didn't do that. What I can say is, and I think I speak for BTS Army, we cannot wait until 2025. That's when all 7 members will be officially out. It'll be one of the biggest comebacks of all time. Back to JungKook. Here we go.
Any plans to do a bit of a tour or a mini tour for Golden? What are your thoughts on that? Because fans, I'm sure, obviously fans would love it.
진짜 너무 하고 싶고 기회가 되면 무조건 할 거고 그리고 근데 조금 더 그래도 개인적인 바람이지만 제곡이 좀 더 많을 때 돌고 싶고요. 그래서 언젠가는 꼭 할 거고 지금은 대신 이 아이하트 라이브를 통해서 이렇게 아미들을 찾아뵙고 있습니다.
I really, really want to do it, and I will do it eventually if I do get the chance, but I want to wait till I have more songs in my album, and one day I will do a tour, but for now, I'm meeting my fans through iHeartRadio Live.
The iHeart